Well, welcome back to the Countdown to Pull Time show here Saturday night here, Hutchinson, Minnesota. Dan Mayer joined by Jason Schultz. And, Jason, what a show we saw last night.
Not a cloud in the sky. That makes me super happy.
It makes me happy, too.
Makes you happy, too.
The wind, I don't know about the wind.
You
right?
don't need
I don't
the
know
wind?
what to think about the wind here
It's all
in
good.
Minnesota. But yeah.
I love coming to Hutchinson. It is a huge crowd. I love the fans. They're electric. They're fun. They mill through the pits. They talk to the pullers. They have a good time. You and Phil called a great show last night. I did some trackside interviews. Brandon Simon driving loud and heavy, and the Pro Stock was huge. Doug Christensen got his first Grand National Mod win ever on the Pack Rat. It was huge.
The big story is our defending Grand National
Yes.
champions having some issues.
Yep, Colin Ross was not get off the line in Diesel Superstock. I don't know if he had some safety stuff coming on earlier, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him
Lost the
yet.
bottom turbo.
Lost the bottom turbo.
Lost
That
the
would
bottom
cause
turbo
it.
on it.
Yep.
They've got it fixed. So look out. Triple bypass is ready to go here tonight.
It's hard to hold him down 2 days in a row.
Yes, look for big things here.
Yeah, go to
tonight.
fullpullpicks.com right now and put all of your money on Colin Ross.
It's
RJ Simon.
It's Saturday night.
Because RJ didn't.
Brandon,
Yep.
with the modified, they had issues with that left front
Yeah.
engine in the modified class. So there's two tractors, like
Yep.
I say, that normally we're used to seeing up on top.
And RJ really surprised me when he put his semi toward the left center of the track.
Yes.
When the Pro Stock, his brother had just won the run on that right line, and that's Rhode Island. He must have thought there was a little more moisture over there or more grip, but
Well,
it
let's
wasn't.
call a spade a spade. The track wasn't, what
No.
they were looking for.
No, and they're
So,
not-
but
we're not
like you
picking
say,
on it.
But everybody's got to
Yeah.
pull on it.
Yep.
So, and then, whoever can get down there, everybody's got to
Yep.
pull on it. And
That shower
what
came
does
through
it say?
yesterday.
There's
everybody's-
no bad tracks.
There is no bad tracks, only
Right.
bad drivers.
That's right. So
But no, you didn't miss setups, so
Yes.
it's all good. But it was what a great evening. I expect even a bigger crowd tonight with this weather forecast the way it is, and a lot of stuff's been on social media. Everybody saw how great of a time, and we want people to be jealous that they weren't here last night and they're coming out tonight.
Absolutely. My first time here,
Yeah.
and what a facility. I
It
mean,
is.
from top to bottom, the Rose team, they do just a phenomenal job. I mean, like you say, top to bottom, these fairgrounds are probably one of the best laid out
Yes.
fairgrounds I've seen.
From a
And
pulling perspective, and that's what
Exactly.
you mean by that.
Exactly.
Some places are pretty,
Well,
but they're not set up for pulling.
Parking, I mean,
Scales,
it's
everything.
just, everything the way it's laid out
Yep.
is perfect, and, let's pack the place
Let's
tonight.
do it.
Let's do it.
I don't know why we wouldn't do it again. We did it last night, so it's going to be great.
But we do have some more competitors. We
Yeah.
got Brian Elithorpe has made his way
nice.
here with the semi tonight. So a former Grand National
Yes.
champion. He'll be running here tonight. Missed last night's show, so he'll add to the semi field here
Good.
tonight.
We
so,
could use a few more semis. Nothing wrong with that.
So that looking forward to that. The
I know we had some
semi-class will-
breakage last night. I think we're down 15 hooks.
Okay.
I know my tractor's one of them. We
Yeah,
lost a
it
lot.
was tough on the diesel
It was.
superclass, wasn't it?
I know Esden had to leave with the heavy one. A couple other guys there's not something we don't carry parts like that to fix them in there. So
Last night's winner had to go to another pole.
Yep.
So he's not here. But hey, what we do have,
it's gonna.
there's still enough good
huge
competition.
show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So. Well, I just real quick. I know we'll move to Becks in a second. When did you want to get to Becks, and when did you want to do Doug?
Actually, we're going to do Doug
Is
Christensen
Doug
here in
here?
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Doug's going to make his way up
Sounds
here.
good.
And they've got actually the order has changed here tonight, so modifieds are going to go. And then
What is the pulling order tonight, Dan?
I just know modifieds and semis are first.
Okay.
That's
So
as
they're
far as
they might be flipping
the brain
it.
can retain.
Well,
so,
I
yeah,
understand.
but,
I understand.
But that's
you
what I
talk
know
a
right
lot.
now. So
I'm excited, like you said, because I'm glad you brought that up. Last year's defending Grand National champions did not have a good opening night, but they're champions for a reason. They've
Right.
proven it over and over again. They're gonna be tough to beat tonight.
It's not a one hook season, right?
No.
It's not a one hook season, and we'll
Not
see
at all.
that for sure. But yeah, it's going to be a great show. They've been working on this track. Now, I left the facility last night. It had to be about 2:00.
Yep.
And they were still working on that track last night, so they will be ready here.
Well, with
tonight.
the forecast that you can open up the track and let it dry out, that's what they need.
Yep.
So
we
3 or
had-
4 years ago, they brought a bunch of dirt in here. So this is a fairgrounds. So they've built race, motocross tracks and stuff like that with dirt that maybe is not as good for a pulling track.
Right.
And then now 3 or 4 years ago, they brought some clay in, and they're trying to fix that. So
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. If you're not, within an hour or two here of Hutchinson, make sure you check out Full Pull Live, as we'll bring you all the action
Yep.
once again. And what a great show last
It is.
night. I mean, things were moving along pretty well last night, and just really nonstop double track action
Yep.
here. And, just what we're expecting.
And we have
with
3
the
other live
Grand
streams
National.
going on tonight as well.
That's right.
So we have 4 different states represented tonight on the live stream. So super excited about that. Again, Steve Bunnage took a third last night. Basically flat out told me if he does well tonight and he's still in the thick of it, we're going to see him at Toma.
Yep.
And then we're going to see him running NTPA the rest of the year. So
Yep, he's going to commit.
because a lot of pullers, they will do that. They, hey, I'm going to kind of run all these different associations and then bang when I can go. So I would look for Steve to see him do well again here. And that's his first time here as well. So you weren't the only one to be your first time to Hutch, Dan.
Yes, Bill Leichner was last night. But now defending champion in the modified class, he got second last night. So he was one of the guys that was able to overcome the the opening jinx, we'll call it. But, he laid down a nice run last night in a really competitive modified class.
Yeah, 100%. Jeff Rose drove last night, went out of bounds right at the 50-foot mark, trying to run that right line. That seemed to be the line all night on that grandstand track, Dan. Especially for me standing down at the end of the track doing the interviews, you could see how close they were. Shane Kellogg was literally 6 inches off of that line with Trump, and he won it with the last hook in the class.
Yeah, and some other competitors, tried to vary out of that groove, and it just didn't work. It just was not there last night, so had to be right down that right-hand chalk line. But we saw a great pro stock class. All of them pro stocks really put on a good show.
Yeah.
And like you say, they were running that one little lane, but they put on a heck of a show.
Yes, they did. Well, even though it was the lane to run, you still have to weight it right, get the tire pressure right, because a couple guys weren't maybe in the right gear. They didn't get quite as far, but Brandon Simon came up and just put 10 feet on the class. That's tough to do. That's tough to do in that batch. So
on a tractor that he doesn't own anymore.
Correct.
So, but they kind of share the driving on that one.
Brent came up to the winner's circle for that, and happy to have him do that. So
very tough team, and of course everybody now is kind of focusing on tonight and then on to Farley.
Yeah, I heard a lot of Farleys last night. Yeah, they want to win Hutch, but they want to get some good numbers, get some things figured out. I asked a lot of questions last night. What's the most you've ever won before? Let's see. Chance McGrath said $3,000 at Bowling Green one year. Robbie Lemke said $6,000 at the Pullers Championship, the first year for the Pro Stock win. But so $50,000, we're looking at 10 to 20 times the normal payout.
Abby Leichner, she won $10,000 a couple years ago at
Yes,
Bowling
she did.
Green.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We've seen that at the Mac Trailer Winter Nationals, $10,000 to win. So
is Doug here?
We'll bring Doug's moving around back there.
Okay,
we'll bring our modified winner in here real quick.
Come on in, Doug.
And, we'll get Doug Christensen in here with the Pack Rat, and we'll have a quick word with him before he gets ready to go here tonight. But really good to see when you got a guy that Glencoe, Minnesota, not too far from home, and pulls out the big victory. And Doug, we were just talking, Glencoe, Minnesota, by bird flying, how far is that from here?
15 miles.
15 miles. So it's always good to win at home. And we were talking, first Grand National win, in the modified class. You've got one in the two-wheelers. Yep. We talked about that, but tell us about that run last night.
Well, it was, definitely a tricky track last night. We had to do a lot of adjustments to get the power to basically so we didn't overpower the track. So it, definitely did a good job, Dad, and doing a lot of adjustments, trying to get the fuel set right and don't overpower the track.
Now, the Christensen name, big time in Minnesota. I mean, me as a youngster opening up the Puller magazine, Christensen's, you always saw them. When did you get your start?
I started driving two-wheel drive in '85.
Okay. With the Corvette, the good-looking purple Corvette.
Yep.
And, ran that for a bunch of years, and then they kind of went away from the body to the T-bucket, right?
Yeah, my brother turned 16, so we built him a T-bucket. It started beating me, so we ran one more season with my Corvette, and then we switched that to a T-bucket also.
Okay. So the Pack Rat team, how many vehicles do you guys actually have at this point? I mean, we know the modifieds here. You had some two-wheelers here yesterday. They had to go to another pull. How many you guys got?
We've got 4 two-wheelers, 3 T-buckets, and we got an S10. Just got a little bit of work to finish on one of the motors for the S10, and then that one will be ready to go.
Okay, so now, like for Toma, do you guys bring all of them with you for like an event like that, or does it kind of depend on what's running or where there's another event, or how's that work?
The Grand National one will just bring the three T-buckets and the tractor because we can fit them all in one trailer.
Okay.
Otherwise, we got to bring a second truck with.
I gotcha. Now, did you have a chance to go out there and look at the track today? I mean, obviously, we're going to look for something different than we saw yesterday, right? I mean, they dried it out. They tried to dry it out. They've been working on it. So what's it look like to you?
Yeah, it's looking a lot better right now. They opened it up at 7:30 this morning and aired it out. They were actually adding water to it already, so it's definitely dried out. Hopefully this here weather looks like at about 5. Looks like they got some rain coming in.
Okay.
A little bit.
Well, hopefully it goes around us or something. Now, your tractor, did you keep the hot setup in it here, or were you back there tuning things up, or just kind of doing maintenance on it, or what do we got? Hopefully you kept the hot setup in there.
No, we did a lot of maintenance-wise here this afternoon and figuring out exactly where we put it last night, and we decided if the track is actually a lot better or not. And and go from there.
Now, your tractor, you run the 4 transverse-mounted engines sitting sideways on your tractor, 4 of them. What is your your thinking behind running that design setup on that tractor? I have some guys run them facing forward, some backward, but you guys run them transverse mount. What's your thought behind it?
Well, with the transverse, it works really good region pulling wise. We can go ahead. We'll pull the two motors off in the front. We can put a single motor straight up in the front. The last couple of years, we've been a little bit lazier, too much going on, so we've just been pulling out the right front motor and putting in a dummy block just to have a little bit of weight up there for counterbalance and run it that way. But our plans are this year we'll be pulling the front 2 motors out and putting a single one up front.
Okay, so it's more or less to go regional pulling then, not as more or less a performance advantage for on your side.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, we know you got to get ready to go here because modifieds are up first. But Doug, we thank you for spending a little bit of time with us here tonight on the Full Pull, the pregame show here, and good luck tonight with running the Pack Rat, and hopefully we'll see it maybe in Victory Lane again.
Yep, and hopefully Dad and nephew and sister do good tonight over in Ellsworth.
Well, you got some sponsors you'd like to thank before we let you head back here?
Definitely got to thank Justice Brothers, Zempico. Adam Revere helps us out with Revere Welding, helps us out a lot. So those are our main ones. All
right. Well, Doug, we appreciate it. And once again, congratulations on that big win last night. And let's see if you can back it up here tonight here on session number 2. Doug Christensen here out of Glencoe, Minnesota, here with the Pack Rat 4, our big winner in the modified class last night. So we'll let Doug head on back here tonight as we'll bring in next Aaron Nordley. We've got from Becks, our Becks representative here tonight here on our Countdown to Pull Time show. And Aaron, nice to. I think I've seen you somewhere throughout the Midwest somewhere, but good to see you here, a representative here from Becks. And what areas do you cover with Becks?
So I cover about half the state of Minnesota. I reside in Mankato and cover north and west of Mankato all the way to the South Dakota-North Dakota border.
Oh, okay. So quite a few. How long you been with the company?
I've been with the company since the spring of 2018 is when we launched into Minnesota.
So, we thank you for, joining the NTPA team here the last couple of years. And what do you guys got as far as new products and all that going for you?
We've got a lot of new products coming, and we consider ourselves a company of choices. So we not only have our own breeding program, one of those hubs right here in Minnesota based over in Olivia, but we also source genetics and traits from all different suppliers in the industry. So lots of new products and lots of different trait offerings, plus full line of certified organics as well. So
okay. For sure. And then, your involvement with the NTPA, how did that all get started? I mean, Becks and tractor pulling got to be a grassroots thing, right?
It is. I think tractor pulling probably is rooted in agriculture, which is obviously the industry we're in. And it's been an awesome experience to partner with NTPA. And we just, announced that we extended our sponsorship with the NTPA for another few years, which is awesome.
So, yeah, that is awesome. Totally, yes. Love to see that. And so what do we got going here today? We got some big doings here.
We do. We've got a tent set up over here behind the grandstands. We brought some stuff for everybody in the family. We've got some hats. Everybody can feel free to stop over and get some. We've got some Becks can koozies so we can keep beverages of all sorts cool for the evening activities.
There we go.
And we didn't need them so much last night, but we also brought some fans along you can use them to keep bugs, swat flies, wherever you need to do. So yeah, feel free to stop over and help yourself.
Now you guys are set up in the main concourse there behind the grandstand, or
yep,
where officially are you?
Right behind the main grandstands, or just off to the west side, big green tent. You won't miss us.
Okay, and those folks at home can see the pedal tractor out
yes.
front. What's the deal behind that?
So we started that last year. We look at the young men, the young women running around. They're the future of agriculture. And at Becks, we believe in helping farmers succeed. And so not many farmers can probably be too successful without some horsepower. So again, we're company choices. So last night we had a red one and a green one. And the young man got to choose his, but tonight we've got a red one left to give away. We're going to give away to a young child here tonight.
So no choices tonight. You get a red one.
That's right.
There you
That's
go.
What we got left.
Good deal. Well, Aaron, thanks for joining us once again here, Countdown to Pull Time Show. And you fans that are here on the grounds here in Hutchinson, Minnesota, make sure you do stop over to the Becks stand and all kinds of goodies here. So,
yes, thank you. Appreciate
talk
it.
to the folks here and, of course, those fans that do use Becks, make sure you come on and talk, and you guys would be more than happy to talk or try to switch somebody over as well, right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right, so Aaron joining us here, Aaron Nordley here with Becks, and we're going to bring the pedal tractor in here. We got all the goodies. Make sure you get on over to those, and we'll bring in Jason Schultz here one more time, and we'll talk about our pick situation here with the full pull picks going into tonight's show. We're going to do some picks now. We're going to go right into picks.
I love full pull picks. I did really good during Louisville, but since then, Dan, I have sucked at full pull picks.
But let's talk about, there was a big winner last night.
So somebody put $25 on Robbie Russell and Braden Stramick to hit the top, finish in the top 3. You had to pick 2 competitors in Pro Stock, and they won $340 on a $25 bet.
Not bad at all.
I love
Not
it.
bad at all.
I love it a lot. So, life is good. Oh yeah, hey. I think
Our
they
buddies
wait.
are back.
I think they wait.
Yes.
I think they wait for the pre-show to start them.
But you know what? Matt Johnson there with the 1X. We got to give kudos to Matt, because Matt has had one heck of a time with that tractor, and last night got it down the track, made a nice pass, so kudos to them.
Super happy there. So I'm opening up the app right now at fullpullpicks.com. We're going to start out with Pro Stocks right away, Dan. So we got Mac Daddy, 7.5 to 1. Injected Funds, Brent Meyer, your defending Grand National Champion, 1 to 1. Last Chance 2 is 11 to 1. New Generation Plus is 22 to 1. Cruise and Mule 2, they're at 50 to 1 right now because they didn't get off the line last night. But that'd be somebody you could throw $5 on.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to go, I would say, Injected Funds.
Okay.
So they were a little bit down in the pack, so I would look for, defending champion, come on back.
Who else do you like on this, Dan?
So this one here, I would have to say, let's go with I know Red Gambler is going to be a scratch.
Yep, they broke the turbo.
So let's go with the Loud and Heavy X.
Loud and Heavy X. Going all Simons on that. Those are the favorites right now.
And,
Yeah, so those are all the favorites right now, but that's all good. That's all part of it. But in the Pro Stock class, you pick 2 to finish in the top 3, Dan, in the Pro Stock class there on fullpullpicks.com. Diesel Super Stocks, I know we're going to have a lot of scratches in that class tonight. But right now the favorites are triple bypass Colin Ross. Makes sense, right?
Yep, there's your pick right there.
And Adam Bauer, that is a Colin Ross tractor. I mean, let's be honest.
Yep.
That's identical turbos, everything under the hood. So,
and had a chance to talk to Adam this afternoon and asked him about the ride, and he's excited.
Yep,
he's ready to go. I mean, that's a new deal for them and a totally different concept, know, and they're going to get it figured out.
Oh yeah, he can drive anything.
Yep.
He can drive anything. But all the big names are the favorites when I look down through here, Bone Twister and everything like that. So, makes sense. All right, so now we're going to head over to, let's see here, Mini Rods. Adam Kester, pretty dominant last night. Hey, you're on TV.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No. Hell of a show last night. We're going to have another good one tonight.
Hell of a show last night, another good one tonight.
Best announcer right here.
That's the best announcer. He's the best announcer in the land. No, I'm not even an announcer. No, I'm not even an announcer. Hey, we're with the people.
Wait, I got another fan.
Hey, stand there. We'll plug this week and pull. Hey,
what are we up to, 4?
We don't have to yell anymore.
Yeah, we better watch our excitement here.
Somebody, hello, can you hear me now?
All right. Yeah, well.
Can you hear me now? Matt Johnson is warmed up, everybody.
Yes,
it's
fans
official.
Are filing in.
It is going to be a great night.
Beautiful Saturday night here.
Chandler, can you hear me now?
Hutchinson, Minnesota.
I love it.
Do we have a couple more here? We're going to go on the Mini Rods.
Yeah, so now we got to go back down. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Our executive producer.
Yes, we're getting yelled at.
We are getting yelled at. I get yelled at a lot.
Well,
man. You
know,
quit hanging out with me.
That happens.
So, so Mini Rods last night. Kester, what did he put all 3 in the top 10?
In top 10, I believe. Yes.
And
yes.
Theobald's,
2 in the top 5.
Theobald's got 2 in the top 10, I think, or no, 1. Because that's the only.
I think they were. Mason was down, and
it is Renee Theobald's birthday.
Yes, Renee's birthday.
I sang Happy Birthday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I put it on the Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it on the Facebook.
Okay, so you're gonna, when you get her down, you'll have to sing to her.
I'm gonna have the whole crowd.
There you go.
I will have the whole crowd sing to her. So, so Hammer Times 21 to 1. Wicked Mason Theobald. That's their newest one, right? Mason.
Yep. Mason. behind the wheel.
He never really got hooked up last night. 21-1, but Dad was down there sharpening tires, so I think we're good to go. Adam Kester, Footloose, Iron Toy. Ooh, 21. Ooh, we got to grab Iron Toy.
Yes.
That's a money
Iron
maker.
Toy. Now, Adam was over there. He was working on the brakes.
Yep.
So he was getting ready to go. So look out. Big things for the
I'm
Iron Toy.
I'm going to grab Iron Toy, Adam Bauer. He's 21-1 right now. And Kevin Campbell is 21-1. Ooh, I'm grabbing it.
That was number 3 tractor last night. Yeah.
Awesome pass.
Take that one. Yes.
So that $5 wager will win me $106. So I'm a very big Adam Bauer fan right now, and the Iron Toy and Kevin Campbell in the wild card.
So there we go.
We'll throw that out there. Let's go to.
Actually,
you want to make a couple?
Let's interrupt here and let's talk about Full Pull Live for a second.
Let's do it.
We have the souvenir trailer on hand.
Yes, we do, and the event T-shirts.
And when we have the souvenir trailer on hand, what does that mean? We're giving out 1 month free.
Yeah, absolutely. Head on up to the trailer.
Yes.
Talk to Hope about that.
And
check it out.
Get you signed up. Yeah, we got to make sure we touch on that because we didn't mention that yesterday. But yeah, at events that the souvenir trailer is at, that is going to be a promotion running this year. So going to be at all the NTPA Grand Nationals. So make sure you do that.
And for those of you that are in venue and aren't watching at home, the souvenir stand is right behind the big grandstand and the yellow trailer. Big full pull tent, full pull picks there. We have the Hutchinson event T-shirts on there. It's got Craig Dickey on there, Esden Lane, and the Ricky Rose in the Giddy Up tractor. Oh, okay. We got to have the hometown guy on there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So
we might have to put the pack
if I was to buy you
if I
was to buy you a T-shirt, would it be a schmedium, Dan?
Wouldn't be a schmedium. It'd probably be a extra darn large.
Extra darn large.
Yeah,
darn large. I like it.
A 2X.
A 2X.
I would go
I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing it up about the souvenir trailer there. Good stuff.
So let's go back here to full pull.
Well, I want you to tell me. You give me 2 minis. I just made my picks. You give me 2.
So we're going to go with 2 minis here tonight. We're going to go with Mr. Guzza.
Mr. Guzza.
Grandpa's Disaster.
Brian
Guzza.
Okay. I like that.
He was right around that number 10.
He's 26-1.
That'll be a good pick.
Yeah, make us some money, Dan.
That's a good one right there. And let's see. Let me see if I can get rid of that glare.
Yeah, sorry.
I am going to go with. Scroll back down. The Little Bear.
Little Bear.
Mr. Excitement is on the ground.
He is. Jeff had his first tractor didn't do as well. Had the second pass he was flying, and then the throttle cable came off the hat.
Came off the injector hat. Yes.
So he was, and he even explicitly told me I was moving, Schultz.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was. He absolutely was.
So they got that fixed.
So if you hit on that, Dan, $5 is going to pay us $74.38.
All right.
That'll buy us a couple T-shirts.
I'm treating tonight. I'm treating.
Ellie, we'll buy you a T-shirt, okay? For being a gamer.
We
got to get it. Now all our money's gone.
So once again, 6 classes here tonight. As we saw last night, 10,000-pound pro stocks. We got the super stock diesel trucks.
Super stock diesel tractors.
Diesel tractors.
Yep.
We've got the modified tractors. We've also got the, let's see, where
minis?
am I at? The minis.
And semis.
And the semis.
Yep.
And like we say, we added a couple semis.
Awesome.
And also we've got some switcheroo going on in the super stock diesel
Cody
truck
Lee
class.
is driving
Van
Rock Hard
Easley's
Ram.
Truck. Yep.
And Jeremy Yeager had to go home.
So Van is going to be behind the wheel.
The trencher.
Trencher tonight.
I like it.
That's going to be cool.
Do you know how bad Jeremy will feel if Van's... No. I mean, it's like when you let somebody else... Like, I let my dad drive my tractor. He's a better driver.
Well, Van
I know that.
The great thing about a lot of these trucks is everybody kind of builds them the same.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, a comfy pair of shoes. You just get in there and it feels good.
Yep.
And, because if you have to move pedals and all that, you know how that goes.
It's not fun.
You're just not comfortable and you don't look for big things. But yeah, it's
Cody
gonna be
Lee,
a great night.
Cody Lee, literally, they split the block in half last night.
Yes.
And they've already, the guys are working on it, and
Yes.
They got the short blocks together, and they will be in Farley.
Yes. There's another, we talked about Farley, how big this is going to be. And there you go. Guys are bringing, extra blocks, one that they blew up, they'll rebuild.
They're going to be ready.
Everybody's, anything to get out there and run. So
let's touch on mod. Takes a licking, Steve Bunnage 11-1. Rank Seed Moneymaker 2-1. Corporal Punishment 11-1. Les put new tires on today.
Okay.
This afternoon he was putting, I think he had Pro Pullers on, and he put Mitas on, or is the other way around?
Oh, okay. I didn't.
But he showed me it was a brand new set. He goes, well, he one-wheeled, and the tire was basically... It was chewed up a little bit, Dan. It was chewed up a little bit.
A lot of times with the new tires, they got to be seasoned, just like a steak.
Okay.
They got to season, and
they'll
run them or let them sit out in the sun, or run them a few times, and then they'll get broken in, ready to go.
Yep. Dylan Owens and Thorns 28-1. Giddy Up Jeff Rose is 2-1. Pack Rat 3.73-1. Last night's winner. I like it.
I think you got to go with Simon Says.
Yeah. Dirt Slinger 1-1. Ramblin' Rose Tommy 5-1. One Extert Slinger 11-1, and Brandon's 1-1. So the two even money favorites right now are Bill Eichner and Brandon Simon.
So I think at this point we're going to go Simon Says and Ramblin' Rose.
Ooh, I like it.
See,
I like it.
See what I did there?
I see you did.
That's good for television.
Good TV. That's good TV.
Good for television.
That's what we say in the business because we're in the TV business now.
Yeah.
Dan Mayer is. So, and then we're going to super stock diesel trucks. Last night, Shane Kellogg, last hook of the class, ran the right line.
Impressive.
Trump. He's done well in Hutch over the years.
And one thing about Shane is, he's probably out there right now poking.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of those guys that, all night long, all day long, he's going to be looking at that track. And when they're running, he knows exactly where he's going to go. So you just, watch him. Watch him all night long. You'll see him out there. He's got the Trump shirt on, and it's not it's the Trump card. Not
Donald,
Trump as
not the president.
Donald. Right, exactly.
He told me when he had Trump on the side of his trailer, he'd go through Chicago. A lot of people would give him the middle finger.
Yes,
Dan, the middle finger.
And it wasn't the number one finger.
No, it wasn't your number one. It was the other middle finger.
Yes,
so.
he's had that quite a few times. And so you got to watch.
That's how you know the politics in a town by those guys there. So. Cummins Killer, Craig Dickey is 1-1 right now. Rockhard Ram, Van Hazley, which we said Cody Lee's driving. That might be a good thing. Because Cody, he ain't afraid to break it.
Oh, no, he'll break stuff.
He'll break it, yep.
I seen him put an engine right on the ground.
Yeah.
2-1.
Jeremy Yeager, which is, again, going to be Van Hazley, 16-1. Top Shelf, Nick Gillette, last year's winner. Had some issues last night on the fuel pump side of it. It sounded like 16-1. Corey Funk, Funkin' Groovin', 16-1. Old and Hostile, 16-1. Antler Addiction, Ben Shimp, 16-1. Flammable, Marshall. Did he get second last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What a
oh man,
what a rookie of the year.
What a talent.
What a rookie of the year move.
Yeah, we don't want to jinx him.
No, 2-1.
Jinx him. We're just gonna
Adam Kester would not talk to me last night until after the class was done because last year I jinxed him.
Yes.
He had the lead until the last hook, and Grant Theobald picked him off. So.
And Brian McDonald did the same thing to me at Chapel Hill last
year.
He kind of did the old skedaddle around back there, and so we couldn't find him. But same kind of thing. Everybody's a little bit, superstitious from time to time.
Gunslinger Randy Sandstrom, they're close to home.
Beaver, it's his nickname. Beaver.
It's Beaver. Okay, cool.
We don't know why, but his buddies call him Beaver.
All right.
And it's nothing.
Fans,
bad.
Look at the knowledge you learned from Countdown to Pull Time. Nicknames, steak.
Yes,
we talk about it all.
Cutting edge, right there.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's
the best free TV there is.
2 turbos under that truck.
Nice.
And good running machine.
Trump, Shane Kellogg's your favorite. The best, the even money. Trencher, Jeremy Yeager, American Pride, Kong. Hello.
There
Dylan
we go.
Owens. Dylan Owens, everybody.
So right
put
there
him on the TV. Put him on the TV. I hope his mom's watching. Tommy, Dan picked you. Dan picked you tonight.
Go get it.
Let's go.
We got a leak, Tommy.
Tommy, right front. That's all right.
We're all right.
That's
See how them New Yorkers are? We're all right.
How you doing?
It's good. It's just a small leak. We got gum. We're good.
Oh, wow. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's perfect to have him right on the show like that. I like how they set us out here in the middle. How they set
amongst the action.
With the action. That's what I love about Hutch.
Yes.
We're right here. And then Kong is 16-1. They're not going to be hooking tonight. And then Funkin' Movin', Ryan Funk.
Boy, they had a couple nice runs.
Yeah, they did.
2 new setups
so
on both of theirs.
2 years ago, they were running 3.6 state level. Jumped up to super stock diesel last year. Made their first 2 passes this year. 2 brothers. Their dad pulled pro stock back in the day. Pulling family.
Oh, yeah.
Pulling family.
But last year, just one single big charger on them. Both trucks. This year, they went with the, the 2 stages, 3 turbos. Run it for the first time last night, and both of them in the top 5.
Yeah, nice
I'd
pass.
say that's pretty darn impressive.
Let's
so
pick
I'm
the
going to
funks.
pick.
Let's go funkin'. Let's go funkin'.
Okay. We grooving or moving?
We're funkin'.
Okay.
We're going to take both of them.
We know.
We're going to take funkin' groovin' and the funkin' movin'. What's the hardest name for you to announce, or have you ever butchered over the years?
Wyowega.
Wyowega.
Yes. See, I did it right again. I literally.
That's Spiegelberg's hometown.
For years and years, I would mess that up. And working with John Stranley one of these times, he actually had it was on like a loaf of bread or something.
Okay.
And he cut it out for me, and it had it the way it is pronounced.
Yep.
Wyowega bread or something.
I like it.
Yeah, so I'll never forget it. So
I like it.
Yeah, that was the toughest one to.
Then our last class is going to be super semis, and that's going to be a head-to-head matchup. You said there was a couple new entries on there.
Brian Elithorpe, Vermont. He's here, so look out. That truck runs.
I like it. That is Nikki's Nightmare.
Nikki's Nightmare is on the ground. So fans, if you're a diesel truck fan,
hey, can you come here with your Busch Light T-shirt? I just want to show the fans. So these are the Busch Light shirts we have for sale up there. Check it out. Go up there behind the grandstand.
Yes,
nice there.
Very
I like
popular.
That.
Very
well
popular.
done. I saw a bunch of hoodies last night.
Do you have a Busch Light? Not yet. She doesn't have one
Not yet. Not
she's
yet.
getting there.
Because Dan wanted one. I'm just saying.
No, I'm.
You didn't?
No, not. We're working.
Come here, bud.
We're working.
Sunglasses. Little boy in the sunglasses. Come here. Come here. Come on up. What's your name, bud?
Eli.
Eli, where are you from, Eli?
Jordan.
Jordan, Minnesota. So you're clearly a Packers fan, eh? You're not a Packers fan.
Buffalo Bills.
No. Do you have a favorite football team?
The Vikings.
How many Viking fans are here? Okay, there's a couple up there. They can hear us out there.
Yes,
so
they
you want to
can.
wave at anybody, say hi to Mom or anything, or Sister Jill, or Cousin Betty, or your pastor, or your teacher, or anything fun?
Do you have a favorite kind of tractor you like? No.
Are you a truck guy or a tractor guy?
Tractor guy.
Does your dad drink beer?
Yeah.
What kind of beer does your dad drink?
Bush Light.
He's a Bush Light drinker.
There we go.
We have Bush Light T-shirts for sale. No, we really do. Up at the yellow trailer. Go get it. Hey, give me a high five. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. It's fun.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the Nicky's Nightmare,
I told you. I
right
wasn't
there.
lying. I don't
it
lie.
happens right there.
Yeah. So
Have you had a cowtail yet, Dan?
Honestly, I haven't.
You cannot eat just one cowtail.
No, you can't.
You
No.
find me a person that can eat one cowtail, and I'll call you a liar.
Yes.
I will call you a liar.
cannot,
There she is.
well, it's definitely not Brian in the seat.
No, it's not.
Not Brian in the seat.
So that's the new owner of that truck.
Oh, is it?
It
Okay.
is.
All right.
So I got to get home. My buddy Brent Yarn knows all the juice
Oh, okay. All the
on
juice
that, but Brian sold the truck. So.
Okay.
Yep. It's
So
all
it's
good.
from up this way now.
Yes, sir. It
Okay.
lives in the state of Minnesota now.
So no more Vermont.
No more
Okay.
Vermont.
So Nikki's not as mad anymore.
No, she's not.
Nikki will be happy.
Nikki's happy now.
She's happy.
Nikki's happy now.
Okay. Good deal.
It's all good. How we doing? Good. You got an Interly hat on. Come on in. Step on in. We're just live. It's no big deal. Who are you?
Matt Bassler.
Matt, where are you from?
Hutch.
You're at Hutchinson?
All right.
5 blocks down the road.
5 blocks. I love it. You walk.
5
here,
block.
right?
Did you walk?
No.
No. See this here? I don't do
That-
a whole lot of walk. Well, I walk, but it's only when I'm trying to stay in shape.
I mean, what's a beard have
I
to
was
do?
gonna say,
Yeah, what's a
gotta
beard?
do it walking.
Oh, gray.
we're all
My
gray.
bad.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, I got you.
I thought you were gonna, put belly or something. And, yeah, we got.
Yeah,
the,
well, that's
you know,
a medium. You get a medium.
I don't know anything.
Well,
Did you come to the pool last night?
I did.
How many years you been coming?
Since the power pole started coming here. Yeah.
So tractors, trucks. What's your favorite?
Super stock diesel.
Tractor or truck?
Tractor.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I like tractors, and that's it.
You like 30.5s, multi-turbos, and a lot of smoke.
I like big turbo, single big.
What did you think about
Big
that tractor
turbos.
from Glencoe, Minnesota, winning last night? Huh?
Yeah,
That was pretty
he's been
impressive.
coming here a lot of years, and it's it's good to see that he pulled one on through the gate.
Now you like to sit over on the infield side or the grandstand side?
Right under that tree right there.
So you got your favorite seat you always sit in?
I do.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I seem to end up a retired guy that follows the circuit around.
Oh,
And it sits in the same spot every year. So if I ever got a question about the pole, he's the guy I ask.
there you go.
Thanks for coming.
Yes, thanks a
Appreciate
lot.
you.
Enjoy the show.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Well, good, Dan. Well, let's put a bow on this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Countdown to pool time.
That was
Session
fun.
2. That was fun.
That was
it's
fun.
what it's all about. We want to have a good time. We got to be entertainers. The pullers do a good job. Esden Lane said it best. Van Hazley last night, like he said, Jason, I sucked tonight when I interviewed him. He wasn't wrong.
Yep.
He wasn't
Yep.
wrong.
But, they wear it on their sleeve.
Yep,
You
it
know,
is.
and they'll tell you like it is.
Let's do it.
All right. 7 o'clock start time.
Yep.
If you're not on the grounds, Full Pull Live. If you are on the grounds and you're not part of Full Pull Live, head on over to the tent.
And if you want to do a little bit of this, fullpullpicks.com or go to the Full Pull app. Games are up. You pick 2 to finish in the top 3 in all the classes except the semis. In the semis, you're going to pick head-to-head matchups there.
And make sure you make fun of us and tell us how bad we did on our
Yes,
picks.
please do. We encourage that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All good. Thank you.